project is one of the most visited sites in Australia, but it's not what you might expect. So Sam, tell me why we're here talking about a toilet block.
Yeah, I guess Bondi is Australia's most visited tourist destination. I believe 2.5 million people visit every year. And so this little building serves a lot of people.
I really like what you've done with the roof. Is it about the sand blowing up from the beach, about sort of capturing a little bit of the dune idea?
I suppose it's the dune, but it's also the headlands. So the idea of the rocky headlands and the way that little plants end up growing in the cracks and crevices of the headlands. And it's as though the roof is just self-seeded with the sand blowing onto it.
Yeah, it feels like that. It's quite lovely. It obviously has to be an extremely robust building to cope with this weather and this wind. What's it all made from?
The external skin of the building is wrapped in timber. We were having a meeting with council one day at one of their depots, and part of the building was being demolished, and there was all these beautiful timbers that were potentially going to the tip, and we were able to secure those timbers and recycle them for this building. Privacy is obviously critical in a building like this. It's a public change room and toilets. What you might often have is a kind of a gap between the walls and the roof to allow ventilation. So the concrete block wall that sits behind the timber skin has little slots in it that allow ventilation through.
What I noticed was that they're also very carefully oriented so you get ventilation, a lot of ventilation, but absolutely no visibility. I really like the way that you've put the basins on the outside of the building.
Yeah.
Is there a reason behind it?
Bondi is very much a place where life is lived in public. You've got Muswell Beach just down here, people coming up from the beach, having a shower in public. People love to be on show.
Yeah.
And so putting the mirrors in addition to the basins means that there's a bit of preening goes on, and means that there's more people just around the building, which increases public safety. It also means that if you just need to wash your hands because you've had an ice cream, you can come and wash your hands.
You don't have to go in. I'm always delighted when I see local government invest in design in their even tiny infrastructure.
The beach sees millions of visitors each year, as opposed to, say, in the 1930s, where the population increase is just astronomical.
I can imagine.
So we're having to cater for that increase.
What sort of feedback have you had from the public?
It's been great. We get loads and loads of tourist buses that pull up to this location and use the facilities. Lots of beachgoers, surfers come through using the showers. So
I've noticed they all like being on display.
It's Bondi Beach. Everyone likes to be on display. So yeah.
Hopefully you can see why we're featuring a toilet block on this show. It would be very easy to think that a building like this doesn't require investment in design. But the design of this building shows how important it is. It's delightful, it's robust, and it's safe. And it is visited by an extraordinary number of people every day.
Located an hour south of Perth, Mandurah is a tourist mecca for generations of West Australians. The design brief for this architect was to design a beach house for 4 generations of one family to holiday together harmoniously. Hi, Neil.
Susie, come on up.
Oh, Neil, you're up there now. Are you down there? You playing hard to get?
Never. Come this way. My clients are accommodating them, not only themselves, but their 2 adult daughters who are married, their grandchildren, and my client's own parents. So it's 4 generations of family in the one house. Could be a nightmare for some. Yeah. This family are embracing that. And we have an apartment-style typology where it's multi-level. There's 3 levels of building, and people can holiday together as a family, or if they're coming just as a couple, there's components of the building that shut down and you feel comfortable in a smaller area within the house.
So that's like at the top floor. Is that for the older generation?
Yes, my clients themselves have the top floor.
So the second generation?
With their master bedroom, they have their own study area and sitting area and a kitchenette. So if it's just the 2 of them, they can enjoy just that portion of the building. But when the whole family's here, they're connected to the main level, which we're on now, and they can be doing their own work at the top level and communicate with the rest of the family at this level now with their grandchildren.
So what I love about this house, Neil, is you've got this beautiful use of colour and it's quite whimsical.
The use of colour has been deliberate to reinforce the fun of the holiday spirit, referencing the nautical location as we're between ocean, marina and the Peel Inlet. So we've got the nautical navigation colours of red, blue and green, 3 primary colours on the outside and through the house.
Neil, you've got some stunning curves in this building and even as we look up the void you can see the details.
The house is called Cloud House. As you can see here, the bulkhead and the void connecting the floors is sort of cloud-like, and the ceilings on the first floor and through the master bedroom all roll like the underside of a cloud. Have a look at this.
Is that a cubby?
Sure is, have a look.
I love a cubby.
Well, it's all about family holiday houses and a bit of fun. So the grandchildren, this is their bedroom down this end and they have their own cubby.
Oh, wow. This is a fantastic view, Neil.
So this is now the parents' part of the building, my actual clients for the project. Now they can shut down the rest of the building, come here as a couple and enjoy this, their own kitchenette here, their place of work when they want to, and their own sitting room and bedroom, and when the whole family's here, grandchildren at the other end.
And then you've got this amazing view. What an amazing view, Neil. Fantastic.
It's all about the view, and it's all about the interior and the exterior being seamlessly connected, as we've just experienced. The outside can be veiled with these blinds, which is very important in this extremely public location. Externally, we've expressed the concrete structure and just allowed that to weather naturally. We've got timber, which will allow it to grey to match the concrete over time. And then we have compressed sheet cladding, which again has no finish and it won't age. So maintenance in this very salt-ridden environment has been a primary concern in the design.
A very important feature for a holiday house. You don't want to be coming down every weekend and having to do maintenance.
Well, absolutely, and the intention is as maintenance-free as possible.
Reflecting the beautiful colours of our sunsets over the Indian Ocean and dramatic cloud formations, the architecture of Cloud House is both playful and whimsical, the perfect backdrop for this family to create memories, have loads of fun together, a true family legacy.